Welcome. I'm your host, Christina Haskin, and tonight I have a wonderful guest, Hans Wilhelm. I'm welcoming him back, and he's an author and illustrator.
Potter is one of them.
Because I think a lot of people are trying to copy what other people are doing or what's going to sell, and they're thinking that way and sort of not paying attention to their authentic voice or whatever, and so it kind of doesn't work.
That is true. There is something always be said, don't copy, and I would say from a European point of view, I think people are not copying enough initially, and this is very important. People always try, if you have it in artists, the young 20-year-old artists, have your own style.
Right,
no, in Europe you had to go for 30, 50 years, go to Rome or to Italy and copy all those masters until you finally got your own style. Rembrandt went down and from Caravaggio, and he was influenced, he copied, until you develop your style. And this is missing a lot of today's art. People, just because they are 19, they think they're a great artist. Right. No, you learn through copying and then you throw it away. I mean, Picasso's early work was just like Michelangelo, was marvelous, was magnificent, and then he threw it away and became himself. But I think this idea of don't copy, I like to be careful with it. It says, learn to copy as much as you can and then throw it away, because that's why you suddenly realize how books are structured. And what I say to my audience as well when we speak about writing classes, read other people's books, read it and read it aloud to yourself over and over again. Doesn't mean copying it directly, but get the sound in it, get the feel of it, dance with the artwork of other people, because it's a lovemaking.
They're masters in literature. Yeah, well, kids aren't reading them enough to be good writers because they don't, it's not, I mean, like you say, the distractions of TV or the easy movie, which is sad to me. I mean, my daughter in high school, they would show the movies before, and she would be upset and say, well, I'm not going to look at the movie, and she'd tell the teacher because I haven't read the book yet. But they didn't think about what they were ruining for them, you know.
But Christina, as I said, then once in a while a book like Harry Potter comes along and all these rules are fall aside. Once it's good, it's good.
What do you think are the challenges that you've had in today? You were talking about it more or less.
Yeah, the most challenge is, I think, today that the market has totally changed and the kids are very different today than they were even a few years ago. Everything changed so rapidly in the field. The books are still selling greatly because I was very fortunate to work with the book clubs. The schools are still having a lot of books and need books, and the kids love the books as well. But it is a more and more difficult period to really get the time and the attention of the child in that. For the books.
And what do you think about this new Kindle thing that is?
I am not too familiar with it. I'm always 10, 15 years behind all the stuff.
Or e-books. Or
just e-books. Yeah, well, e-books, I put my own books on e-books. You have seen there's a book, a page called Children's Books Forever, where I put a lot of my books which have gone out of print on that website. And you just click on it and you can read the book for free. I created that largely as a thank you to all the teachers who have shared my book for 30 years. And also now for the third world countries where they may have a computer in the classroom, but only one, but not money for books. And now everywhere in the world they're reading my books now, which is just amazing. I got emails from the most strangest country.
I just read on your website that one of your books is in Iraq. Is that true? Or
Iraq, yes, has got many of them. At the moment, everybody in Iran is reading my books. And I get Iran, they're publishing Iran. Of course, they're stealing it because we have no agreement with Iran, so they can steal it for free and do whatever they like. But I had an interview at one of the leading newspapers a few months ago, and suddenly I got an avalanche of interest. Can I have this book, this book, this book? So all my books are now suddenly available in Persia, which is sort of wonderful. It's sort of where you don't expect it, but just by putting it out there and offering it again there, because the alternative for a book which is out of print is collecting dust and being forgotten. Now you have the opportunity of cyberspace. And you put it there in the cyberspace library, and everybody around the world can read it. It's really fun. I mean, the emails I get back from teachers and so on is really just very touching, because they really appreciate having so many free books available.
That's great. And lastly, because we're running out of time, for you, the process of starting a new book and then just quickly kind of, how difficult is it for you, or what's the joy of it for you?
Well, I must grab this story. I'm doing right now a wonderful story together with Byron Katie. I don't know whether you heard her. She is some sort of like Eckhart Tolle and so on. And she's written a wonderful story which I have a great privilege to illustrate. And it's just a wonderful material of explaining the dynamic of emotions. And it's fun and thoughts of how this works. And it gives me the opportunity to play with it. So sometimes I just get an idea from my publisher, I've got several book series, and I just sort of like, I need another Thanksgiving book and so on. So suddenly I have to come up with a Thanksgiving book story, sort of. Usually I go to Jamaica and with my wife, and then we just play around on the beach, and then I get all my collections, my stories for the year. So that's where I get my ideas from very often.
And you have a website which you kind of are very generous, and you give ideas for writers to...
Yeah, on my website, hanswilhelm.com, there is, under news, there is a page of how you want to become a writer, an illustrator, and you just click on this one. There's a little article there, the 10 points, and also links, very important links to Mem Fox's site. She is much more explicit on the subject, and she gives wonderful ideas on how to become a writer and illustrator.
And then what about, or you want to do a film or something with one of your books, or animate another one?
That I'm not fight for that. That comes to me because it's a different market altogether. I don't have time to go to the studio. So usually when they like us, when the book comes out, they come to me and we do a story together and so on. That's how I did the Waldo series and the Trapp family books and so on. They're all over the world shown. But I never went out to get that. That's what happens when a book is successful. Then they come and make an offer for the movies.
That's fun. And were you involved in the process of shooting it, or?
Oh yeah, it depends on various degrees. Yeah, on various degrees. Yes, that's part of it. Yeah, that's wonderful because creating scripts and so on for movies is a very different form of writing than children's books. And I had wonderful people from Hollywood who helped me writing these scripts. So I learned a lot there, but I did not do it on my own. I rely on professionals there.
Yeah, I mean now it seems like this is quick because we have run out of time, but it's kind of a multimedia thing where you could have, I could see where you have illustration, film, story all mixed together, and kind of against what we were saying earlier, that you're sort of taking people's imagination away and doing it for them, but it is fascinating.
Oh yeah.
Another aspect.
Oh yeah. Oh, if it's your own story, it's wonderful. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It all comes together.
So we'll see. Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you, Christina.
We have one more minute, so is there anything you want to just say quickly to aspiring writers?
Well, the main reason why we make books is to have fun. I think that's the main reason. You must be in love with it. It just must be a love-making experience. And if you don't have fun with it, don't expect your readers have fun with it. So as much love you put in, that love will be picked up by those who are drawn to your work.
Okay, thank you. And
thank you,
for
Christina.
coming, and come back.
I will, thank you.
Thanks for watching, and look for Hans Wilhelm's website and his many books. You can see them on his website and on other Amazon.com, etc.